On our first day in the Black Forest, we decided to visit the Open Air Museum in Gutach. I really love open air museums or living history museums, that's why I was glad we had the chance to visit one in the Black Forest. And this museum seems to be a must-do when you visit the region of the Black Forest. The area of Gutach is also famous for the typical hats, but more of that later. The museum consists of several houses and farms that are all decorated according to different time periods. Plan enough time for your visit, since the average visitor needs about 3 hours to see all the houses, gardens, animals and outbuildings such as mills, saws and storage facilities. Most of the houses were built between the 17th and the 19th century. Additionally, you can join guided tours and every day they show different crafts, like we had for example a lady that showed us how to make straw hats and someone who showed us how they used to wash their clothes, as well as a demonstration of how to produce linen fabric. Sometimes you can find women walking around in their traditional costumes. The ball hats are typical for the area of Gutach where the museum is located, though it is not typical for a lot of other areas of the Black Forest, but the costume is nowadays highly associated with the Black Forest in general. 14 woolen pom-poms are arranged in the shape of a cross, only 11 are visible though. Unmarried women are the only ones to wear red ball hats, whereas married women have black balls on their head. And of course we had to try the Black Forest cake with whipped cream, cherries and chocolate sponge cake. The most unique ingredient in this cake is the kirsch or cherry spirit, and in this cafe they sprayed the kirsch shortly before serving on the pre-cut slices to ensure the distinct alcoholic flavor. Some sources claim that the cake was inspired by the typical red ball hats. After our tour to the Open Air Museum, we visited the world's biggest cuckoo clock, and I really can't understand the hype about those clocks. I would never put it in my house, it's just not my kind of style. We also visited the waterfalls in Triberg. The ticket for that was €7.50. On the one hand, the admission to 2 other museums is included in the ticket price. This seems to be the motto anywhere in the Black Forest. Usually you have to combine tickets, but if you don't use it because you don't have the time or if you're not interested in the other museums, then you still paid €7.50 to see a waterfall. It was really beautiful though. There are different entrances and payment stations, so if you already paid and left the area, you can show your ticket at the other payment stations. We also saw some squirrels there. And this wrapped up our first day in the Black Forest.